Good morning, Ariana. I made you some breakfast. Do you want white toast or whole wheat toast? We also have a rye. We also have brown. Whatever you want, gorgeous. I'm here to serve you. You look so beautiful in the morning.
Like, it's not that serious. Trust me, I know that. But anyway, niggas bitch shame my shoes. You know I keep a bad bitch, let me sing it, boo. I'm the only thing hopping like a kangaroo. I mean the only thing hopping like a kangaroo.
When this all first started, I tried to be neutral. I thought to myself, no. Maybe when everyone is throwing this out of proportion, maybe there's an explanation. There's no way in hell that this is adding up. But then this happened. This RuPaul Lip Sync for Your Life knockoff song right here happened. Keep my black mouth shut. I was gonna let this pass over. No, not today. After this is the final straw. And I know a lot of y'all gonna say, well, it's about love, it's about empowerment. You can't question my intelligence. See that your chest? That's what everyone has been doing for the last few months. She had the nerve to ask us, why do you care about who's ride? Ma'am, that's not your. It's the communities. He's not for the streets. He's for the whole country. Let me calm down. Child. I'm gonna try and be reasonable and respectable as possible because, sweetie, I got some critique. This is my opinion only. Don't let it influence yours. Watch the video first, please. I know some new people gonna click on and say, oh my God, you're hurting Ari. Apologize. No, ma'am. No. Not today. I told y'all I was gonna shut up. I wasn't gonna say a word. If you still want to drop to the ends of the earth to defend Ari, then by all means open season. In December of 2022, Ariana began filming a musical film adaptation of Wicked. During this time period, Ariana met Ethan Slater, her current boyfriend, who literally looks like a less yesified version of her brother, let's be honest. In January of 2023, rumors began that Ariana and her husband Dalton Gomez were no longer together. Suspicious. In July of 2023, it was officially reported that Dalton and Ariana had separated. July was also the same month Ethan filed for divorce from his ex-wife Lily. Suspicious. Multiple sources say that Ariana and Ethan were sneaking around during their times filming together while both were still married to their separate partners. However, there are also sources stating that everything was blown out of proportion, that the relationship was new. It didn't start until after both had left their previous partners. That's up for you to decide which is which, because honestly, both is still pretty weird. I don't care how you try to turn it, twist it, word it, earn it, learn it. Still weird. Dip it, flip it, spin it, hit it, quit it, with it. Okay. Let me stop. As of September of 2023, Ariana technically just revealed they were a couple. Like, she just said, okay, voila. How did this happen? No idea. I didn't even notice. Ariana, you suck at hiding secrets, by the way. Like, I wouldn't tell you nothing. This is so something. So, to start this, even if Ariana and Ethan didn't do a little sneaky link and go behind their partner's back, you have to admit, the timing is so off. It was so poor that Oliver Twist doesn't even want it. Please, sir, I must have some more. At one point, the production of Wicked was shut down temporarily due to the writer's strike that happened back in the middle of 2023. Which means, when Wicked was postponed, they were still seeing each other. Platonic or romantic, you know, we never know. Wicked gave them a solid reasoning for being together all the time. Now, you could argue and say, oh, maybe they were still friends during this time. That's what Angelina said when she was working with Brad Pitt on Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Y'all remember what happened after? My whole problem with this is, if one of them knew they were starting to have feelings for each other, they should have done one of two things. Keep their distance when it came to filming. Then once the project was finished, keep your distance until that temptation goes away. Or two, immediately, if you know you're gonna mess with them, sleep with them, flirt with them, fall in love with them, immediately break it off with your current partners before trying to mess with one another. Voila! Presto changeo. Alakazam. Expecto Patronum. I've actually never seen Harry Potter. I just know that spell and wanted to say it. Listen, I love me some Ariana. Her music got me through some tough times. I would ask my mom to play Be Alright in the car, and my mom would be infuriated. Oh yes, I ran that speaker down to the core. Yours truly and Dangerous Woman hold a special place in my heart. But there's gotta be a time where we need to hold her somewhat accountable for her actions. Like, what is happening? What are y'all doing? I don't think her fans truly ever did that. When she licked the donut, the girlies were like, they should be lucky she licked that donut. I would have eaten it. No ma'am. That shop almost literally got shut down. Stop. She said, I hate Americans, I hate America. Which, low-key, she kind of ate with that one. I ain't mad at that at all. This girl tanned her skin to the point where I had friends that thought she was legitimately black. I've had to explain myself in front of people during the most inappropriate times. What are you talking about? And then she used to speak like, it's your girl Ariana Grande, lit, it's gonna be bow, lit, it's your girl. Like, I remember when you tried to speak like that, that AAVE. I haven't forgotten, girl. I haven't forgotten that either. I have not forgotten. Y'all understand, I used to have to defend my life, my reputation in middle school for this girl. She's done some questionable things over the years. But this, yeah, you might have rocked the boat with this one. Work the middle. All of this over this SpongeBob looking nigga. He looks like Sid's dad from Sid the Science Kid. Y'all need to stop playing with me. Is this a joke? It might be a punch. Ashton, come on now. I ain't playing with you right now. He looks like he eats baking powder on his spare time. Ariana, you need to stop playing with me. Stop. Yield. Hold. Turn. Do a U-turn. Do something, girl. He's not attractive, especially after what he did. On a scale from a 0 to a 10, he's a negative 36. But Skyler, she's a theater girl. She likes boys like that. Stop it right now. What does that mean? You mean to tell me all theater kids look like they wipe their ass with cardboard? Alright, bro. I know what major not to take if I ever decide to go back to college. I'ma just stick to my bachelor's in mortuary science, B. I think our problem is we can't listen to our favorite artists while holding them accountable. Like, we feel it has to be one way or the other. We still listen to Alicia Keys, right? We still watch Angelina Jolie and Julia Roberts movies, right? Well, I'll be damned. Julia Roberts, too. Like, I was doing research to see, like, has anybody else in history done this? And yeah, Miss Julia Juzilla did this. She did this so Ariana could run, basically. Matter of fact, a lot of actors and actresses in the 40s, 50s were doing this too. They were just better at hiding it, and it wasn't paparazzi running around trying to take pictures, click. If you found out, it was word of mouth.
Here are more insane celebrity cheating scandals that I think about a lot, starting with Julia Roberts, who spent a lot of the 90s reminding people that women can be dirtbags too. She started the 90s engaged to Kiefer Sutherland, and 3 days before their wedding, she called the whole thing off and ran off with his best friend, Jason Patric. She then ended the 90s dating Benjamin Bratt and left him for cinematographer Daniel Moder. Unfortunately, at the time, Daniel was married, and when he eventually filed for divorce, his wife refused to sign the papers, leading to this insane, but honestly a little iconic moment where Julia Roberts went on a pap walk wearing a shirt that said, "Hello, Vera," taunting his wife into trying to get her to divorce him so she could marry him. Vera eventually signed, and now Julia and Daniel have been married for over 20 years. This one is legit horrible. So Laura Dern was dating Billy Bob Thornton from 1997 to 1999. Laura found out that their relationship was over when she was on location filming a movie and read in the tabloids that he had married Angelina Jolie. He just moved out and ghosted her. Laura was quoted in 2000 as saying, "I left our home to work on a movie, and while I was away, my boyfriend got married and I've never heard from him again." Ewan McGregor married his wife Eve in 1995, and they have 4 daughters together. In early 2017, he went to go work on the 3rd season of the Fargo TV show, where he met Mary Elizabeth Winstead. It's important to me that you know that this is what he looked like. In May of 2017, they both left their respective spouses for each other, her after 7 years of marriage and him after 22. And now they're married with a baby. But hey, they just spent Christmas with his ex-wife and all their children, so what?
So to conclude, some of your faves suck. So girl, some of your faves mess up. They gonna do that. And Ariana is 30 years old. She's too old to be doing. When this first originally happened, Ariana's PR said something instead of her directly, which I think is smart because there's no point of having PR if you're not going to use it. So even if this wasn't serious and this could have passed with time, yes, and added salt to the wound. Girl, more than salt, lemon juice, lemon pepper, alcohol, Miss Ma'am, hoo-wee. You messed that up. This is not a good situation, no matter how much proof or evidence there is to back her up. This is still effed up. Then there was speculation saying that Lily J's friend said at one point that Ariana held their baby. And now sources are saying, oh, we made that up. That's not true. But even if it was made up, does it matter? Because in May of 2023, Ethan literally made an Instagram post saying how much he loves Lily and he's so proud of her being a mother. Like, where is that energy now, bro? Where is that? Because it's not there. It disappeared. Because July, 2 months after you made that post, was when you started seeing being around with Ariana. holding hands, kissing and ish. So what? You mean to tell me in no span of 2 months, you just said, oop, freak this girl, freak my high school sweetheart. Hi, girl, give me them cheeks. All right, give me them cheeks, girl. And also, I'm seeing the argument of, oh, well, it's not just Ariana's fault either. Ethan was the one who left his family behind. And yes, that's true. I agree. However, we don't care about Ethan. Did any of y'all know who Ethan was before all this began? I think he was in a musical production of SpongeBob, which is ironic considering his appearance. I'm ready to destroy a good home. Ariana is the famous one. Ariana's image is at stake. Ariana is the one with millions of fans who look up to her. No one cares about Ethan, dude. Even after dating her, he's still a nobody. Some of y'all are more attached to her, so she's gonna get more of the backlash. That's just how it works, baby. Remember back in 2014, Ariana was dating Big Sean? Well, not too long ago, I decided to read Naya Rivera's book, Sorry Not Sorry, Dreams, Mistakes, and Growing Up. My mom loved Glee, so she has the book. Not me. May Naya rest in peace. She pointed out how Big Sean was in LA recording. He did not want to see her, so she decided to surprise him. And guess who was at his crib? Yeah. Quote, I walk in, go downstairs, and guess what little girl is sitting cross-legged on the couch listening to music? She didn't say her name outright, but she claimed it rhymed with Shmariana Shmonde. Ooh, we love riddles in this household. What is a grown woman doing in your house, Mr. Big? Ooh. That sounds like a porn name. I know Ari was one of her life when she heard that door jiggle. She up in the closet. Now you could counter and say, oh, maybe they were just hanging out or writing a song together. So why is it not long after Big Sean broke off the relationship and Naya had to find out through social media? She may have not flat out said it, but that story was indicating something, or else it wouldn't have been included. And then the whole era of her and Pete Davidson, oh, that was interesting. She said when she saw Pete, she immediately knew she was going to marry him. Now, she originally met Pete Davidson in 2014 on Saturday Night Live. This was 2 years before their other SNL cameo, which aired in 2016. They got engaged in June of 2018, then split that October. So that means, from what I hear, you were with Sean, you were with Mac Miller, you were thinking of Pete. By that logic, that's what you say. Now, maybe she was just heard that it didn't work out with Mac, and she was just trying to say that to make herself feel better. That's the only defense I could give her, but still, that is messed up to say, considering you were with Mac 3 months before you were engaged to Pete, girl. That means he was in your contact list, girl, that entire time. You ain't slick. Do y'all see where I'm going with this? There's like this weird pattern of how she's always lurking in the shadows. That's how she starts off. And then, boom, when the time is right, she comes along. She was working with Big Sean, lurked for a bit, began dating him. She met Pete, lurked around for some years, boom, engaged. She met Ethan during Wicked, lurked and waited, divorced, boom, dating again. I know y'all Arianators are tired of running this marathon. Even if she wasn't a cheater or a homewrecker, her taste in men is still poor. Men who would dump their long-term partners in an instant to be with her, that's not cute. At least wait until that check clears. You know, the only victims here are Lily and Dalton, because I know they're scratching their heads in confusion like, what the fuck? Oh, and of course, the baby too. But I know they probably are just confused as everyone else is, because they don't probably know if they were doing it behind their backs, or it was just last minute, or he just came home one day and said, I'm leaving you, you stupid. How did that work? How did that conversation happen? This is just overall really sad. Ariana, you're too beautiful and too talented to be doing this. It honestly could go any way, because even if they did wait until they were separated, they both hopped on that train way too fast. Wrong is wrong. Let's not be delusional. Now, maybe one day this will all clear up and I'll be the first person to apologize, because I love her music, as I mentioned before. I will be looking out for Eternal Sunshine. I'm contradicting myself. I'm gonna just put it out there. I'm sorry. I'll be the first one to say it. However, if it's anything like Yes and, she can keep it, because I wasn't feeling that at all. I know it's gonna be playing everywhere in the gay bar clubs. I know RuPaul's calling up every agency he can to get the royalties and the copyright for it. Didn't care for it. I won't be holding that up. I'm not a pillar. She's a hopeless romantic who looks for it in the wrong people. She's willing to go out of her way and potentially ruin her career for this lopsided dude. I just hope one day she realizes this was not the way to go about this at all. This could have been handled so differently. This could have been played out differently. This could have been handled the right way. It wasn't. She's doing all of this for in a few months to break up with him. Or she might get married to him. Who knows? But if he can't stay loyal to his own wife and kid, Ariana, what makes you think he's gonna stay loyal to you? I'ma just leave it at that. Accountability, y'all. She need to own up to it. Don't matter how it went. Don't matter how it ended. No matter how it started. this is wrong. I don't care. Let me know how you guys feel about this. Let's have a civilized conversation, please. I know some girlies are going to come up on here and think I'm trying to get your girl. I may a little bit, because like I said, she's wrong, but let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, please. Do you guys still love Ari? Are you still going to continue to support her? Do you think she's in the wrong? Do you think it's been blown out of proportion? Are you still going to defend her after all of this? What's up? What's up? Talk to me. Guys, stay tuned for the next video, because this one is now over. Talk to y'all later.